What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Today we're focusing on what to do with Claude Giroux in terms of what Philly should do with their captain, who's obviously struggling through a career low season, and with no goals and 7 assists through 15 games, really not the player we expect him to be. Part of that, I think, is due to that lingering off-season injury he had on the golf course. That was a punchline of more than a few jokes on not only my end but the end of a lot of hockey fans, pundits, what have you. And tonight is something I'm really not happy with. He didn't address the media after yet another loss in Philly, and I just, as a captain, you expect more out of that. And if Mike Richards was going to be antagonized to the level he was over the way he didn't handle the media too well in Philly, I don't think Giroux should be absolved from that same criticism. Having said that, I would not trade Claude Giroux. I mean, he's a world-class player. I think he's played his way off Canada's Olympic roster for now, but he's a guy that can get hot at any moment. And I'm just speculating that his struggles are related to the wrist injury. It could just be struggling. But if he's got a lingering wrist injury, shut him down indefinitely, and then maybe bring him back in a couple months once that wrist gets healed, because he's too important in the long-term and short-term success of that. Long-term success, and more importantly, of that organization, to just have him out there, with a nagging injury that's not getting better anytime soon, that's not getting rested, and his play is going to hell in a handbasket with it. I just trade him the way he traded Richards and Carter. It wouldn't be advisable. Like I said, he's a world-class player. He's can play in a real tough market that I'm sure Philly at times is a lot harder than playing in LA or Florida or Tampa Bay. In terms of the media and the fan expectations, but I think he's weathered that storm. But tonight, I'm really not happy with what he did. As a captain, you're supposed to be held to a higher standard. And, I idolized Stevie Yzerman and Joe Sakic growing up, and those guys not only epitomized class in ways that no other hockey players ever can, but they also epitomized leadership, more importantly. And, getting shut out, like I said, tonight by New Jersey, 3-0, you really, your best, at home no less, your best player and your quote-unquote leader has to be held accountable. And I'm curious to see what happens. It's not an ideal situation in Philly right now. Are they going to go ahead and just blow it all up like they did in 06, 07? Maybe that's a possibility. Maybe they start playing better. They make the playoffs. I mean, I don't know. I don't see them in the playoffs this year. Obviously, I think we've got the second worst record in the Eastern Conference, but it's not something that I want. That just is something you want to see, because I love watching Claude Giroux play. He's an exceptional player on both ends of the ice, and to see him struggling, regardless of what your team loyalties are, you always like to see the best players in the league playing at their highest level, except against your team, of course. And to see Claude Giroux going through this is something that you just, as a hockey fan, you don't want to see. But we'll see what happens. Philly's going to be a team to keep my eye on all season, because it's like a soap opera. It's like, oh, new plot line come up this week. And I was talking to a couple Lightning fans tonight about, actually, no, not even Lightning fans, 2 guys from Toronto. I was talking to Lightning fans too at the game, but a couple guys from Toronto that still don't figure out how the LeCavalier and Philly marriage came together. I'm actually going to do a piece on that in a little bit, why I was right about that fit, and just some more stuff. Anyway, that's on this episode of the Power Play with CJ on what to do with Claude Giroux. Bottom line, don't trade him. Weather the storm and see what happens. See you in more episodes throughout the season and beyond. Later, guys.